Hey yo, it's your boy Kaliko. I'm back out here at the Hogg Mine again, hunting for black tourmaline and aquamarine. And it's a machine dig. I'll show you some more of that right after this.
Today on Mining America, we're going to be focusing on tourmaline. Black tourmaline to be exact, even though what you see on your screen right now is one of the main areas for hunting beryl. Now, tourmaline is a crystalline boron silicate mineral compounded with elements such as aluminum, iron, magnesium, sodium, lithium, or potassium. Tourmaline is classified as a semi-precious stone, and the gemstone comes in a wide variety of colors. Now I'm out here in the tourmaline area, and as you can see from this area, there's little pieces of tourmaline all eroded, decayed in the ground, just little chips of tourmaline. This area is also right next to a road, so cars are rolling by pretty regularly. This is what this area looked like before they brought the machine in. More like that, with some black tourmaline scattered on top. And now this is what it looks like after they've dug some of it up. If you look from this lip right here, they made this hole yesterday. It looks like they went down about, let's see, say about 1.5 feet. And they rolled it back up that way. I got mosquitoes all over me too, so that was about 1.5 feet. And you got all this stuff you can go through. And I'm gonna set up my tripod and see what we can find. Yeah, that's nothing good because it was on the top. We don't want stuff that was on the top. Now, one of the really cool things about the people at the Hogg Mine during a machine dig is that I asked them to put a hole right next to my shovel and in the black tourmaline area, and they dug this hole about 4 feet deep right there, you can see, for me. So I'm going to be able to go through and look for some black tourmaline. But they didn't just do that over in the black tourmaline area. They came and gave it a good turn everywhere and turned everything up. And I heard when they did that yesterday that a really nice cluster was found of tourmaline in some quartz. And being that tourmaline and quartz run hand in hand a lot of times, and being that I found this just setting up camera. Oh, sorry about didn't mean to move it like that. So being that I found this as soon as I got here and just started looking around, what I'm going to do, spot to dig in the tourmaline pit after they've turned it yesterday. And one of the things I do know is that tourmaline and quartz run hand in hand, and there's a lot of quartz out in this area. Like there's a piece right there. Nice little tourmaline specimen on it. Is there some more? Oh. See what else we can find in this spot right here, especially with this big rock hanging out. Oh, this looks like it used to have big ass chunks of tourmaline in it. Used to being the main word right there. Is that in camera shot? That used to be a big piece of tourmaline.
Well, don't want to go too hard on it because apparently the black tourmaline can be pretty soft if it's been around some water. Yeah, big piece of quartz with not much really coming out of it. Throw that over the side. Look at what's underneath. Tree root. See, and that's topsoil. You can see all the broken pieces of quartz and the decayed pieces of black tourmaline, and they're as soft as charcoal. You can crush them when they've been waterlogged pretty good.
Now anytime I hit something hard, see something white like quartz, or see something black and shiny like tourmaline, I stop and go through the dirt and see what it is and see if it might be interesting, and rub it down with my brush and maybe put it on the side like the big rock that you see over there that I end up rinsing later and finding out is absolutely amazing compared to anything else I find, and potentially has a lot more inside of it if I were to take my rock crusher to it. But I guess that's a spoiler now, isn't it? Anyways, anyone who really does this, like digging like this and trying to find, you know, really cool treasures or gemstones or minerals, knows that it's hard work, and you get what you put in. You know, you got to put in some hard work to get out some good stuff. And sometimes even though you put in a bunch of hard work, you might not even get any good stuff. And that's just the way the old ball bounces.
Boy, I tell you what, it is hot and muggy out here, but it's going to be hot and muggy out here and this time of the year almost no matter what. But the saving grace is today it's really overcast. They were hoping for rain. Hold on, I think I see a tourmaline. They were hoping, and now cars are coming by. They were hoping for rain just because that makes a bunch of the minerals show up right on top. But that didn't happen, and it's just really humid, and that's just the way it is in the South. You know, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Florida, they are humid puppies. So I've been finding some black tourmaline in little specimens in bigger quantities right here in this hill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there and I'm going to use this sifter I just borrowed from somebody, and I'm going to sift everything over here and see what we find. Not everything, because everything would take too long.
Tourmaline has a variety of colors. Usually iron-rich tourmalines are black to bluish black to deep brown, while magnesium-rich varieties are brown to yellow, and lithium-rich tourmalines are almost any color: blue, green, red, yellow, pink. Rarely it is colorless. Bicolored and multicolored crystals are common, reflecting variations of fluid chemistry during crystallization. Crystals may be green at one end and pink at the other, or green on the outside and pink on the inside. This type is called watermelon tourmaline. Some forms of tourmaline are dichroic in that they change color when viewed from different directions. Schorl, or black tourmaline, is the most common species. It may account for 95% or more of all tourmaline in nature. Now, the tourmaline mineral group is chemically one of the most complicated groups of all silicate minerals. Its composition varies widely because of its isomorphic replacement or solid solution replacement. There are 33 minerals in the group recognized by the International Mineralogical Association.
I dug me up a nice little bit of tourmaline and found myself a really big specimen that looks like it's got some cool tourmaline on it. And one thing I think I found out about the tourmaline in this area is you want to go deeper. The deeper you go, the better the tourmaline seems to get. It's more stable, more hard, and from what I understand and what people have told me, that's because the water hasn't gotten to it and hasn't decayed it so much. So if you're going to dig for the black tourmaline over in this spot, dig down. It's where you're going to find the bigger, harder chunks and the stuff that you might find inside of a nice piece of quartz.
Now, the Hogg Mine in Georgia is a fantastic place to visit if you like to dig. David and Caroline that work for Chris are great people and extremely helpful. Chris himself really enjoys watching people find really great treasure in the ground. Besides the black tourmaline and the aquamarine, which most people come to dig for, the Hogg Mine is known for having really great gem quality star rose quartz. It is fantastic stuff. I love taking it back with me. I haven't started carving on it yet, but when I have some skills, I'll definitely put this stuff to great use. So if you want to visit the Hogg Mine, just check the link in the description.
Well, after everything's said and done, this is my general haul of black tourmaline. These are my single crystals that whoa, bad camera work, sorry about that, guys. This is my big single crystals that I found that weren't completely decayed, that didn't just crush when I pressed them with my fingers, which this stuff will tend to do after it's been on the surface for too long. It'll just go ahead and turn into charcoal like that. So I got a couple of really cool pieces. This piece is really cool. This was found in the video. All this stuff was found in the video, to tell you the truth. This piece didn't look like much until I rinsed it off, and it ends up just being, here, let me set it back down. It ends up having some beryl and mica attached to it a little bit, and black tourmaline all over here. A bunch of it's decayed, but it's got a couple of really good pieces still on it like that. And who knows what's inside of it. If I were to take my rock splitter to it, there's potential for more black tourmaline inside of it. And this is huge, as you can see with my hand on it. And this was the big rock that I said I was going to throw on the side that didn't look like it had any more tourmaline in it when I was first rubbing it down with my brush, because of that piece right there. But after I let it sit on the side of where I was working for a couple of hours and let it dry up a little bit more, let the dirt on it dry up a little bit more, I took my brush back to it some more and was able to start finding, you know, some of this stuff. So it's got a lot of black tourmaline inside the matrix. Ends up definitely being the best piece I've found. I was also told that there are probably black tourmaline underneath this soft white stuff, so I gotta clean that. And this is another, you know, potential one to put on my rock splitter, brick splitter. Who knows what will come out of the center of that? Who knows, man? I wanna really watch out for these little buggers, because when they're turning over piles and you're turning over rocks and digging, you can hit a bed of them, and if they're the fire ants, they are not friendly at all. Do not like fire ants.
8 hours later.
You definitely want to watch out for the fire ants when you're digging there. I wasn't paying attention and I got ate up so bad that I left hours earlier than I would like to, and I'm just getting to a shower now and bought some histamine, pills, some Benadryl, and got some anti-itch cream to put on it. But I tell you what, man, I got like 80 bites between my legs and my arms, and my legs are what's the worst. So I'm gonna show you some of that. Make sure you don't get bit by the ants, man. They'll get you. They'll get you. Oh, man, they'll get you. Next time on Mining America, everybody finds aquamarine beryl, mushrooms, and caterpillars. And I always make new friends. If you like what I'm doing here, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and leave a comment and share any of the videos that you really appreciate. And if you'd like to help support Mining America, just check out my Patreon's page, and you can also buy something in my Etsy store and see it on the Mining America sales channel right below me. I love you for watching, and I'll see you in the dirt.